got everybody in studio today. How cool is this? Hello, DC.
Hey, how we doing?
And I know the intro says from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Josh Sitton of the Packers, but he's actually in studio with us after I guess, a late night flight.
I am in studio here today with you, Mark.
It's great to see you. You're on your bye week. The Packers are on their bye. The Saints are on their bye. You're coming off of a tough Monday night loss, but here we are with one of the stars of the highest rated cable telecast ever on that Monday Night Football game, the highest rated cable program ever in history.
I heard that the other day. It's pretty crazy.
Do you ever think about that when you're on the field? You're thinking that this is on television?
Before the game, that morning I was laying around the hotel. I actually thought about it. I was like, there's probably gonna be a lot of people watching. We have a stat guy that usually talks about that kind of stuff.
Right.
And
just to make you nervous.
Yeah, I guess so. But that's pretty cool to be a part of.
Now, when you're playing something like a Monday night game or that NBC Sunday nighter, and you have to wait all day to play as opposed to a noon Sunday game, how does that change your whole approach to the game? Do you sit around all day getting nervous, or you just try to sleep and just be up for the game, or how does that work?
Honestly, I like the night games better because at noon I'm still like wiping eye boogers out of my eyes. I'm kind of not a morning person. I don't really like the noon games, but sitting around until 7, especially those big games, it weighs on you. You sit there and think, what you got to do, but it gives you time to get your mind right. And personally, I play better when I get real nervous and I get excited, and I think it helps me play.
Well, it's funny. I was thinking about when I was watching. Could there be a more annoying thing when you play against than like if you guys give up a sack or something, and then that horn that goes like, in Minnesota, it's like that's got to be like doubly frustrating.
It's definitely a circus up there, and Coach talked about it during the week. The young guys, you gotta get prepared for that. It's a different atmosphere. They turn the lights off in there. They run these little motorcycles around the field and these little firecrackers in there. Yeah, in the stadium, in the dome. Yeah. It's a circus up there, but it was it was a good experience. It was good for me and good for our team, I think, to get that under our belt.
Now, with the game on Monday night, there's been a lot of focus on the Packers' offensive line. It looked to me like you were making your blocks. What exactly is the issue? There was those who were saying that maybe Aaron Rodgers was holding on to the ball too long. Of course, you got Jared Allen to deal with on that left side of the line.
I mean, honestly, it's a combination of everything. In the protection scheme, it's not just the offensive line. It's the quarterbacks, the tight ends, the running backs, receivers. It's everyone. We've had our problems this year, and basically it comes down to just technique and fundamentals. That's really, anytime you go watch the film as an offensive lineman, if you get beat, it's fundamentals. We just got to get back to being fundamentally sound and playing smart football up front, and we're gonna turn around. We'll be all right.
Josh Sitton with the Packers with us, and they're on their bye this weekend. So in studio with us, very cool, as is DC Reeves from the Pensacola News Journal. As far as the defensive side of the Green Bay Packers, no one got a hand on Favre all night, and I want to say it was Charles Woodson that kind of made some comments in the press that why didn't we throw everything but the kitchen sink at him? Are comments like that going to maybe cause problems in the locker room, or is it those kind of comments that's going to maybe fire up the team, or maybe make the defensive coordinator Don Capers kind of reconsider what took place on Monday night?
Honestly, I haven't seen anything about what he said, but I don't think it has any effect in the locker room. It doesn't split anything up. I mean, he's a 11, 12-year veteran. He can pretty much say what he wants to.
A lot of people consider him a leader in the locker room.
Yeah, he's a silent leader. He does everything perfect. And as a young guy, I sit right next to him. Since I've been there, I've kind of been in awe of how hard he works. You think a guy's been here for 11 years, he's gonna slack off. The guy doesn't. He doesn't take a play off in practice. He works his butt off, and it helps me. We feed off of that.
Who's y'all's most vocal leader? Who's the guy that in the huddles,
is there a yeller? Yeah.
I think Aaron's starting to come around to be that guy. He's still young in his career, obviously, and he's starting to get to that point. Jason Spitz likes to run around and scream a lot, and we're like, shut up, relax, we're just playing football. No, but he'll get us up at the, Spitz, he's our center. He'll get us up before the game and whatnot, and when it's just the line and the D-line in the locker room, he likes to, that's just him. But, Aaron's coming around, and I think he's going to really be a good, great football player and a good leader for us.
How much do you guys pay attention to, like, what else is going on in the NFL? I mean, as an NFL player, I know you're so busy with game plans and schemes and all that stuff. I mean, is it a matter of you just know who won and lost? Do you even have a perception of who's played well?
You know what? I can't stand the fact that I like football so much because